Hi, brothers and sisters. So, praise the Lord, all glory to God. I wanted to come on and share some things with you about some dreams and audibles and things that I've been shown about dates, like the 23rd. And so let me see if I can compose this all together. Recently, I've had some dreams where I've been looking at a calendar, and I don't know what month it was, but I saw bingo daubers being daubed on this calendar, and I knew that the dates that these daubers were landing on were Jewish dates of significance and Gentile dates. And the calendar was filling up fast. Now, another sister said that she had a dream that she was looking at a calendar with these dauber chips off to the side, and there were 3 dauber chips. And in her dream, she heard my voice, and I said, when the 3rd chip gets on, is daubed, Trump's going to make an announcement. So, the Lord has shown us many different dates, and especially for me. Oh, also too, I had another dream of a calendar, and I don't know what month, but I was looking at it, and the dates from the 20th through the 29th, I believe, were being amplified to my vision. And the curious thing was the dates weren't going from left to right horizontally. They were going from top to bottom vertically down a strip. And the dates that were really showing out to me were, I think it started from the 18th through the 29th, but the days that were amplified to me were between the 20th and the 25th, I believe. I was staring right in the middle of that, so like around the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And so then I was reflecting back to a dream that I saw this writing on this burning wall. I had come out the back door of my house, and I was cooking some food. I was going to cook some meat. And it was dark outside, and on the fence between my backyard and the neighbor's backyard, which I was at my old house on Church Street, like I lived there years ago. But on that dividing fence between the neighbor, there was a brick wall up against it, and it was on fire. And the brick wall, it was so hot, it was melting these bricks into like a lava, a dripping lava or something. And the flames were reflecting onto the fence and starting to catch the fence on fire. And I looked at the fence, and in writing on the fence, it was in like this burning white glow. It said, "Birthing pains on the 20th at pregnancy.com." It said 3 things. The next thing underneath of it said, "Judgment on the 23rd." And the last one I can't remember. It was really long, and I couldn't remember. But, so again, no month was given, but I knew it was a warning. This fence between me and my neighbor was burning down, and the bricks were even melting. And so when I woke up, I was like, wow, okay, let's go to pregnancy.com and see what it says, right? So, this is like a recap of what I've already shared on these videos, you guys. So I went to pregnancy.com and look at this. It says your pregnancy is 38 weeks. 38 weeks. So, before I had this dream, a lot of us have been giving the warnings the Lord has been showing us that war is coming. And I remember Sister Sherry had stumbled upon a picture of the 38th parallel. Now, the 38th parallel is, let's see, is it still here? No. The 38th parallel is see this, it's war. You are now crossing the 38th parallel. And I'm going to read to you what the 38th parallel is. It's the division of Korea, North and South Korea. Korea has been divided into two countries, North and South Korea, since 1945 at the end of World War II. The United States and the Soviet Union, which is now Russia, each occupied a portion of the peninsula with the boundary between their zones of control along the 38th parallel. This gets creepy, you guys. With the onset of it's called the Cold War. That's what it was. Negotiations between the United States and the Soviet Union failed to lead to an independent and unified Korea. In 1948, UN supervised elections were held in the U.S. occupied South only. Syngman Rhee won the election while Kim Sung was appointed as the leader of North Korea. This led to the establishment of the Republic of Korea in South Korea, which was promptly followed by the establishment of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in North Korea. The United States supported the South and Russia supported the North, and each government claimed sovereignty over the whole Korean peninsula. The Korean War lasted from 1950 to 1953, ended with a stalemate, and has left the two Koreas separated by the Korean demilitarized zone, the DMZ, up to the present day. Diplomatic initiatives have so far failed to end the division. Okay, so it's still up in the air. Russia occupied one side and America occupied the other. So that's the 38th parallel, the Cold War. And we know the pregnancy is the Revelation 12. It's the birthing pains of the woman. And let's see. And the dragon waiting to devour her child after she gives birth, and she has the crown upon her head and all that. So that was something that really just blew my mind and stood out to me. Excuse me, these fires are so bad. We tried to open our door last night to get some air in our house, and our house flooded with smoke, and we became ill. So we had to shut the doors, but it's really bad. So I found that, and then another thing about 23, let's see. So birthing pains on the 20th at pregnancy.com, which led, when I looked at it, said 38th week, 38th parallel, judgment on the 23rd. I've been told 921 is a scoreboard. I was told that about a year and a half ago. 921 is a scoreboard. And, okay. Now, I had another dream where I was watching a Russian soap opera. It like illuminated into a huge screen in the air from my phone. And they were speaking in Russian. And I can't remember. I was like reading captions on the screen. It was a Russian soap opera. And what are we watching right now? It's like a soap opera in the world, right? And then I saw, like, I was looking at the side of an army military plane, and it looks like this. It had a red circle decal with a crow in the middle, and on the top it said 23 Crow. It was like 23 Crow or 23rd Crow. And there was more to the dream. There was like German shepherds started surrounding me and my husband in this field. You could tell they were really hungry, but they didn't harm us. It's like they were waiting. And the next part was me and my husband were laying in the grass at night, and we were looking up at the night sky, and we saw UFOs moving around. And I just figured they had something to do with Russia when I woke up from this dream. And at the end of the dream, after the UFOs, we were being chased by wolves and German shepherds. And we got up on this tractor. So the tractor represents harvest and rapture. And then in another dream, I saw this decal again on the side of this military plane. And in the middle of this decal, it said, Planes, Jets, New Jersey, 666. So, that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm seeing pretty much the same. War is coming to America, and America will fall. It will be invaded. That's why it's so important to tell people about Jesus. We are in the last minutes, you guys. America is on borrowed time. That was spoken to me in a dream. America is on borrowed time. And also, too, I heard the tribulation is about to begin. And these are like a long time ago I heard this. In another dream I heard war is coming. And then I went back to sleep and I heard, I was on the coast and I was like at a boardwalk with the big Ferris wheel on the ocean. And I was hovering above that and everything was destroyed. And I saw a sign in white on the Ferris wheel. And I read it and it said, a great earthquake is coming. But everything was in rubble. Like the whole city was gone. It was just in rubble. So, these things are coming upon America, and not just America, but the world. And let's see what else I got here. Also, I was going to show you guys, this was yesterday on my Facebook. Smoke forces several Sacramento area schools to close. And this is what it looks like, you guys, this picture. It is so thick in the air. It's just making people sick. I can't leave my dogs outside. They go out, do their thing, and then come back in. It's just bad. You know, there might be a couple hours or a few hours where it kind of clears up a little bit, but for the most part, it's causing, I wake up in the morning, my lungs are in pain. And then this is what's going on. Here's some pictures from the North Valley Animal Disaster Group. They're rescuing animals that are being displaced. Dogs, horses, other animals. They are running for their lives. And there is like 300 people missing. They can't find them. the emergency places over here are running off the names of missing people, and I noticed that a lot of them are elderly people, or like people in their 20s. So, I mean, elderly people, like late 70s, 80s, mid 70s, 80s, and there's so many of them. I just feel so bad. Also, too, I see a lot of people saying that God is killing these wicked people. Well, it's like a judgment against these wicked people. But most of the areas around there are Christian people that go to church. It's not just like God's burning them because they're. No, God is allowing this to happen. Yes, they are judgments. He is allowing this to happen, but not everybody, the majority of the people in Paradise and Chico. I could see, Chico, it's a university. There's a lot of, different ideas floating around in those areas that might not, you know, but also too, Christian communities are burning. Churches are burning. So, you know, just be sensitive to these people. I mean, they're holding church and we're on the same area where their church is burned down, So be sensitive and just pray for these people. Anyway, and so something really spooky and creepy I have to share with you guys. Okay, the video that I just put out of that clip of that 1980s show Small Wonder with that little girl, the AI robot, and she says, I don't have a gargle, but she said, I have a Google. And the neighbor said, what's a Google? And she said, it's 100, it's one with 100 zeros behind it. Okay, this is the creepiest thing, you guys. I just stumbled upon that too. I can't even remember how I stumbled upon that, but I was like, oh, I remember this. And so I was watching it just to go down like nostalgia lane, right? And then I heard her say that, and I was like, are you kidding me? And they said the twins, then she said the Google, the parents mentioned, go watch it. It's only like 4 videos back, or 3 videos back, but the parents mentioned the twins, they mentioned the Google, and just the whole thing just blew me away, okay? So then I was like, well, whatever happened to that little girl? Probably like the next day, I was like, let's see, where they're at now type of thing. So I typed her name in. Her name was Tiffany. Her name's Tiffany Brissett. I typed it in on the Wikipedia, and I was reading about her. And she is best known for her role as Vicky, the robot, on the syndicated American sitcom Small Wonder. It aired from 85 to 89, okay? Then I looked down. It said born Paradise, California. Paradise, California is burning. I was like, what? She would, out of all the places, she was born in Paradise, California. And in the show, she is playing a little girl AI robot talking about Google. What is going on here, Lord? Out of everybody I've ever looked up or talked to or any, I've never heard them or even read they were from Paradise, California. So that blew me away, you guys. The Lord is revealing so much. And I do believe that it's some kind of AI weaponized weather, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see. Gallery. Nope. That's it. I wanted to share that with you guys about the 38th parallel, the number 23. I think I had a dream about talking about another 23, but I know there was, not last summer. Was it last summer or the summer before? I had a dream where I was in the Virgin constellation, the Virgo constellation, and I was looking at these planets, and there was the moon there, and written on the planets, on the first one, it said 9/11. And there was three more that were separated, like off to the right. And in front of this Virgin constellation, and written on those planets, it said 9/21. And that really kind of blew me away too, because I wasn't sure if we should be looking at that stuff. And I guess that was answered prayer. Like, yeah, it's okay. But it was like, okay. And with all these planet dreams, and I saw the dates on these planets, 9/11 and 9/21. And then, excuse me. And before that, that's when I had the dream, and I heard the Lord audibly speak and say 9/21 is the scoreboard. So, and then I went down this kind of search, and I realized that 9/21 is really, or 9/11 is really 11/11 on the Jewish calendar, I believe. So, anyway, I love you guys, and God bless you guys. Jesus is coming very soon.